Americans are struggling under the weight of our current financial crisis. The fear of losing a home, a job, or perhaps your car certainly can lead to anxiety, depression, and even desperate actions.
But you can find support and advice from people who've survived tough times. Eli Davidson is an author who calls herself a reinvention expert. She is here with us this morning. First of all, let's talk about your own background. Good morning to you.
Hi there.
Good morning, Eli. Good to see you again.
You've had some tough times.
I have, and that's why it's so important for people out there to know you can get through this. I lost a marriage, my business, and my health in an 18-month period, and had $88,000 of corporate credit card debt and no good shoes to show for it. So I really hit bottom, and please, if you're out there facing hard times, you can bounce back.
Well, let's show them what you've come up with in terms of tips, because
Absolutely.
I think one of the things we all hear is like, we're survivors, we're resilient. Let's give people tools.
Absolutely.
The first one you say, which I really appreciate, is don't do it alone.
Absolutely. They show that Americans have 30% fewer friends than we did in the 1970s. But we, as human beings, are pack animals. We need other people. So don't go through this alone. Call a friend.
Don't blame yourself.
Absolutely. One of the most important things you can do is to be gentle with yourself and tell yourself kind words. Just tell yourself, I'm going to be okay.
Okay, yeah. That positive
really,
reinforcement is important.
Just use that as a mantra. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to get through this.
And this is the other part of this that comes into it. You are not your stuff.
Thank
we are
you.
kind of attached to our stuff, aren't we?
We are so attached, particularly in this town, to I'm my car, I'm my handbag,
my house,
my shoes, the restaurants I go to. You're not that stuff. You are an amazing human being.
We can survive without
your
it.
heart, your compassion, your soul. So to turn that around and to start giving, you know, even if you don't have any money, you can still be kind to someone else.
What tangible financial advice should people follow if they're facing difficult period of time?
One tangible piece of advice is to make a budget.
Okay.
So number one, make a budget. And number two, get off plastic.
So the credit card should just go away.
What do you do?
You hear about people talking about cutting up the credit cards. You got another way.
I did this. My credit cards are actually in here. I froze my credit cards.
That's a hunk of ice.
This is a real hunk of ice. I think you can find them in there somewhere.
Oh, I can see the edge of one right there.
Can you see them? They're right in there.
Because some people say just cut them up.
And for some people that's just too scary and they're never going to do it.
They're actually right here.
They really are. Can you see them?
You can see it. But the idea of having them frozen means that you have to really think twice while it's thawing before you can get to it again.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to think long and hard before you get to those credit cards.
And you talk about the importance of cash.
Absolutely.
Versus credit.
One of the ways that I cleared my own credit card debt was that I did live on cash, and I made little envelopes for myself. Notice that I put clothes first. That tells you something.
And then food comes in
then
second.
Food.
But by using cash,
you're very conscious. I mean, when I would run out of cash, I had no more money to spend.
Right.
You know, when it was down to those little brown coins, that was it. I was not buying anything else. So when you've got cash, it's a lot easier to stay on your budget.
and then how do you reward yourself?
Oh, it's so important to pay yourself.
What do you mean by that?
Pay yourself a percentage of the money coming in. So even if you pay yourself $1 a week, you reward yourself and you start to create the habit of savings.
And your last tip, which I think is genius, is share. Share things with your friends, share time with your friends.
Absolutely. Share clothes. Instead of a shop-portunity, have a swap-portunity.
There you go.
With your girlfriends. Have everybody bring over 3 outfits you're not wearing and share them. Share rides. Yeah. Come together and cook. Yeah. By
Share credit cards too. I'm going to put these in the microwave right now. This little piece of ice. There's credit cards in here. I'm going on a shopping spree later on.
Eli, we really appreciate this. These are tough times, but there is a way to get through
ice
it.
For you.
Absolutely.
Good luck with those credit cards.
It's a creative way to handle it. I've never heard about that before.
It sure is.
Thank you for coming in.
Sadly, I've had to do it.